I went on a road trip and I bought some new snakes, and I want to tell you all about them. And it's kind of a new project, not 100% new, but these two are going to put me to a whole different level on that existing project. I'll tell you all about it today. Spoiler alert, it has to do with hypo. I'm kind of hot on hypo these days. I want to talk about that gene as well. Stick around. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Proper Royals. My name's Adam. Thank you for joining me here today. If we haven't met before, this channel's all about my family's journey from ball python hobbyist to ball python business. And we share everything right here on this channel, from the snakes to the business to marketing to community talk. And Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. we do Proper Royals Live. It's a live stream with ball python and reptile hobby industry guests every week right here, 8 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday nights. So I took a road trip. It's been a little bit over a week now. I've been catching up on some other content and publishing and whatnot. But I went to the Tampa Repticon, the June 2022 show there in Tampa. Great show, by the way. If you get a chance to go, and it's not Daytona, but man, that was a really great show. There's a ton of good breeders here in Florida. I got to hang out with some guys like Jeremy Baud, George MD, Steve Casino from Steve's Morphs. All of those guys are so cool, so good to me. Please check them out. They're awesome. And also Dale at Constricted Reptiles actually hosted me to work at the show with him. An awesome gesture, incredible opportunity for me to learn and see behind the scenes, get some exposure for myself and my brand as well. So I'm real thankful to Dale for that. Before we get too far into this video, I gotta tell you about this video's sponsor. It's CSJ Designers. I'm so thankful for their support, and I'm so excited for what they're doing. They're still in the brand building and awareness building stage, and they're in their investment stage. They have 13 snakes. They're already investing in brand awareness because of where they believe that they're going. Check them out on Instagram to see the firepower that they're working with. They've already invested in double recessives like clown pieds, and they got a first season pairing of a visual puzzle to a het puzzle. I'm really excited for what they're doing. CSJ is Constantine, Sean, and Josh up in northern New Jersey. And they're really looking to do things the right way. I'm excited for CSJ Designers. I'm thankful for their support. Go check them out on Instagram. It's one click down below in the description. I think that you'll be happy that you did. If you're ever interested in supporting this channel or want to learn about sponsorship and advertising opportunities to get your brand awareness increased, feel free to let me know. properroyals@gmail.com or on Instagram Messenger. Speaking of Dale, I picked up some new animals from him. I picked up 3 altogether, but I'm only going to show you 2 today. We're going to do a separate video on the third one because it's kind of its own topic that I've been working on. These 2 were just straight up impulse buys. Man, I was staring at these animals the whole show. I kept telling myself, man, if nobody buys them, I'm going to buy them. They looked so good, man. They're a gene Hypo. I think Hypo gets overlooked. Man, at that show, the stuff that breeders were doing with the Hypo was fantastic. And what they're doing with Hypo on top of things like Desert Ghost was primo too. You guys know I love my food analogies. I wear a chef's coat with my Proper Royals brand on it. Hypo's like a secret sauce on top, man. It's so nice what it does to contrast and just brings out a whole different look and a different vibrancy. I do have some Hypo already. I'll show you those animals, and then I'll show you how I feel that these are gonna just spring me forward, and we'll talk a little bit about breeding plans as well. Plus they look amazing. Man, I'm really pumped to have these animals. So this is a female Hypo or Ghost, interchangeable on the names, and she is deep in shed, and she's not always the nicest of my animals either, so I'm gonna be careful not to take a little kiss from her. But she's going to be ready to breed this fall. She's 11, 12, 1,300 grams. I haven't weighed her in a while because I'm not going to breed her till the fall or winter anyway. She is a single gene Hypo, and that's all. And like I say, she's deep in shed, so the effect of hypo on her is really, really highlighted right now. It's not usually that washed out, but she gets brighter and more vivid and lighter every shed, and always has, and just continues to. And that to me is the beauty of the hypo gene. You know, ball pythons aging are a real challenge in our hobby because they lose their vibrancy and it's not nearly as exciting when they're adults. Not so with hypos. They're kind of like, you know, some of those genes like Desert Ghost does it. Those lightning genes that keep the vibrancy as they age. And hypo really magnifies that. I also have this guy that is a Super Mojave. He's a male and he bred this season and he's been off food. So he's a little skinny and timid right now, but he'll beef up. He'll come around in time for next season. He is either Super Mojave, Ghost, or Het Ghost, and I'm still waiting to prove him out. I have bred him before. This breeding season will give me insight, but I bred him to a Het Ghost, so I won't prove for sure until I breed him with a visual ghost. So I've got Mojave genes, and he's also pastel. So he's an interesting, powerful snake with a lot going on under just the white hood there. And I've got a few other hets that I'm holding back that are pretty cool that are het ghosts themselves. I'll show the snapshots of those, but I want to turn this video into a video about what I picked up, not about my hypo breeding project. I'll show you the pictures of some of those. One is a banana het ghost, and she's got some other gene floating around in her, I'm not sure what. And then her two holdback offspring that I kept, one male, one female, they're both possible het hypo, and I'm excited to breed them and see what's going on. They're both also het clown. I bred her to a pastel clown last year and they're growing up. So I might actually breed that male back to her this season, see what's going on in there. Plus aim for some super banana. Super banana hypo would be just incredibly vibrant and clean, right? Yeah, maybe that's what I need to do. Another day, another video, another time. We'll figure that out another time. I picked up a male and a female. You already know that they're hypo. I'm already excited about it. I've already told you about it. This is the male. He is either an early 2022 or a late 2021. And this guy is Fire Enchi Leopard Hypo. And what I really like is that head stamp. And I know in ball pythons we don't talk much about this, but the shape and the form of his head, for my personal taste, I think is just perfect. Man, the shape in that stamp is fantastic. Fire Enchi Leopard Hypo. Fantastic addition, and the fire and the hypo are just bright. They're gonna stay bright, they're gonna get bright, and who doesn't like leopard in like almost anything? Talk about bringing out the contrast, breaking up the patterns. It's really, really fantastic. I'm excited for this snake. Even if I just breed him straight to my hypo female, all the offspring would be hypo, and I would have a chance to recreate offspring like him, which would be powerful breeders in the future as well. Or I could put him with my banana het hypo, big mature girl, and go for banana, leopard, enchi, fire hypos. That would be cool too. So I gotta see. I don't know if he's gonna get up to size or not, or if he's gonna be ready either. So we just have to wait on that. Okay, this female is very similar, but I don't know if you could tell, she's brighter and more vibrant and just incredible as well. Look at that pattern broken up. She is Fire Enchi Pastel. So the pastel, you can see that pastel head stamp, but that pastel, just with the pastel fire and the hypo, is just extremely vibrant, bursting with color, bursting with flaming. Look at that flaming on the sides there. And then I love what the Enchi's doing with the pattern with those stripes. Man, she looks like a little tiger, right? It's gonna be a while on this girl growing her up, but it's gonna be fun to watch her. If she lightens up and brightens up the way that my other one that is growing up and is getting mature has done, she is just going to be a screamer for colors and brightness as she grows. I can't wait to see when she's of age what I'm working with as far as double recessive projects and what cool projects will need both a het hypo, but also that I could get enchi and fire, and if I need to, pastel into it. So I'm really pumped for those hypo additions. Again, thanks to Dale from Constricted Reptiles. He's out of DeLand. Check him out as well. In the meantime, keep it right here on the Proper Royals channel. I'll tell you everything that we got going on. We'll watch this male and this female grow up. I'll tell you what I'm going to do with them in the future when the time comes. I cannot wait until I get to see you in the next video. Until then, see ya!